Good morning and welcome to the Salty Vlog this morning. I want to talk to you about the word although. Although can mean so many different things. If we're having a conversation, we would say, although. What I want to talk to you about is in scripture in the book of Exodus. God heard the people's cry that they were in bondage and they needed He was going to prepare a plan to deliver them. Do you ever cry out to God in despair that you need delivered? Are you moaning and groaning for the situation that you're in and you are looking for a way to get out? God hears your cry. God hears your groaning and moaning. This morning I want to take you to the route of the Exodus, which is in Exodus chapter 13. And here's what I want you to listen to. God was going to lead his people out. And it says, now when Pharaoh had let the people go, God did not lead them through the way of the land of the Philistines, although it was nearby. The word although, God knows in advance what we're going to pass by. God knows in advance how we're going to react. He knows the strength that we have or the strength that we do not have or our weaknesses. When God was leading them out, it says, although it was nearby for them to go, he didn't lead them that way. It says, for God said, lest the people change their minds when they see war and they return to Egypt. Sometimes when we're asking for God to deliver us and he shows up and he's trying to lead us around through, we back up because we think the battle could be too hard. Maybe the war that we're seeing in front of us causes us to want to retreat because we're already worn out and tired anyway. Maybe because it's going to take a little effort, a little digging deeper, a little getting on our knees. It's going to take us out of our comfort zone, even though the agony or the bondage that we're under is difficult. We know that to get out of it, it's going to require us to move too. So God knew that if he traveled on this one route, which was close to where he wanted to take them, that they would see that there could be a great war and they would retreat out of fear and go back. What we must realize is that God is leading us, that we should not retreat in fear because in him is no fear. That comes from the enemy. So we need to trust God. Another thing about, he says, although it was close, that he sent them around another way, that it says, therefore God led the people around through the way of the wilderness to the Red Sea. And the children of Israel went up, prepared for war out of the land of Egypt. Now, sometimes we don't understand why God is taking us on a certain route. It doesn't make sense to us. Lord, it would be easier if I just did it this way. It would be easier if you just did that, God. But what we need to remember is, again, just like he said, lest they turn back because of the fear of war, God knows what lies ahead. God knows the route, the perfect route for him to lead you through. Now, you need to keep to remember this. Number one, God knows what's ahead. Trust him when he is leading you around. Although it does not make sense to us, do it anyway. Follow his lead. And then just remember that when you're going through this, he's trying to take you from one place to the other. And although it may not make sense to us in our mind, or to our mind's compass, it will make sense to the compass of God where he is leading you to. Trust God in whatever situation you're in. And even though it doesn't make sense the way he's taking you, although it says it was close, he's going to take them another way. He has you on his mind. He has your protection. And he has a purpose to get you from one place to the other. Trust that route out.